Pays the price. What's your question?
Right, thanks. Hi, I appreciate that you're not bought and paid for, as Senator Zahn has mentioned earlier, and that you've said super PACs are a disgusting joke and that they're a scam. Our politicians have been corrupted by donors for years now. I'm wondering, if you're elected, how are you going to fix this mess and increase accountability in our campaign finances?
Okay, great question. So the super PACs are horrible. And I had many set up for me by people I didn't know. I mean, I'd see them on television talking about, somebody named one the Art of the Deal PAC. Two young guys, they look good. I mean, I don't know. But then I got to be, I'm starting going around, and I see the corruption with these super PACs, where they're stuffed with money. People that put the money in are dealing with candidates, and the whole thing is wrong. And I see it. I mean, Bush has $125 million. Think of it. 125 million. By the way, if he had 2 billion, it wouldn't make any difference. Okay? But Bush has 125 million, and honestly, he's a nice person. He is. I don't want to do that, but he's a very nice person. But it's 125 million dollars, and you say to yourself, people give 2 million, 5 million, 7 million. You know what's happening. But some of the super PACs are running campaigns. They're actually running the campaign. Another thing, and it's sort of interesting, one of the super PACs, I believe, has $6 million. Of the $6 million, this was reported on the front page of the Los Angeles Times. Of the $6 million, one of the candidates, who's a nice person, so I'm not going to mention the name. You know, when I like people, I like them. I'm a very loyal person, right? Of the $6 million, after all of the bloodsuckers took their cuts, the fundraisers, can you believe this? They had $140,000 left for their campaign. That's better than being a real estate broker. I'd rather do that than sell houses. They had $140,000 left. It was in the newspaper. I don't know. I think I believe it. But I've seen it. I saw it with the Romney campaign. Guys made tens of millions of dollars raising money for Romney. I said, what the hell is this? I mean, you give money and they get a cut. Look. Our laws are so corrupt. Our campaign finance laws are so totally corrupt. It's so horrible. So horrible. And I don't necessarily want to stop people from giving, because I think that's a good thing. But you got to get away from these PACs. What you have to have is people have to know who it is. So you have to open up the process. Let people know. If somebody wants to give $1 million, you give $1 million. But everybody has to know that it's so-and-so gave $1 million. Because that puts a little pressure on guys like Brad, who raises hundreds of millions, right, Brad? Puts a little pressure. But the concept of the PAC is just no good. It's no good. It's a very dangerous, terrible thing. So we will change our laws, because you really have no choice. It's so out of control. It's so terrible. But the papers that are in this room tonight, they should look at this. There is so little money left over for the candidates. That's one of the reasons I'm so happy I'm doing my own. We actually sent legal letters to either 9 or 11 PACs. The Trump PAC, the Trump PAC, the this PAC. First of all, I'm sure that out of some of them they stole the money. Some guy has no money. He sets up a Trump something PAC. Nothing to do with me. Sets it up. All of a sudden he's got $2 million sitting there, right? People send in money. And the guy's got no money. How much of that money do you think he's going to use to do what he's supposed to be doing? That's common sense. Now, maybe all of it, but I doubt it. So we sent legal notices to everyone that we could find having to do with Trump. We don't want their money. We said, don't do it. We don't want it. And we want, ideally give the money back to the people that gave it to you. But the super PAC concept is corrupt, and it's terrible, and it should be ended. And we're going to go to new campaign finance laws that are going to be terrific. Okay? Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we have got Kevin with America's Renewable Future.
Hi, Kevin.
Good evening, Mr. Trump. Thank you for coming to